back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an advice video, and I haven't done very many of these videos, maybe like a couple, and it was just like on specific topics. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions that you needed advice on and just life things that you're kind of struggling with or you want more help on. So I figured I could kind of be like an older sister for you guys that don't have one, or if like your sister's at college or something and you can't talk to her that much. I just wanted to be there for you and answer some questions because I know I love watching other people's that are like older than me and that I look up to their advice videos, so I thought maybe you guys would like this. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into the questions. I'm going to leave these like anonymous. For my Q&As, a lot of times I say the person, but I'm just going to leave this anonymous. So the first question is, I've been very stressed about school and ACTs. Any tips? And I am totally with you on this. The reason why I haven't been posting videos like that often this week, I was supposed to post yesterday. And I couldn't because I was just so stressed because I took my ACT and then I had to do like this other ACT thing and I have tons of schoolwork on top of it, so I understand it's super stressful. But if you're stressed about ACT, SAT, stuff like that, just remember that you can retake it and it's not going to be, I mean, like, people always are like, this is your future, and I guess it is, but, like, you can retake it, and it's just important to know that colleges don't look just at your ACT score or your SAT. Your grades are a really big part of it, because, I don't know, I'm just not a believer in, like, one standardized test can determine how smart you are. I don't know. That's why I think these tests are kind of stupid, and I really hate them, but everybody has to take them. You're going to get through it, and if it doesn't turn out as good as you want, or, like, if you need to get a certain score to get into a certain college and you didn't get that, it's okay, you can retake it. Just relax, it will be fine. I was asked, how do you balance school, other activities, clubs, friends, family, and getting good grades all together, because I've been having trouble balancing all of them together lately. So if you're having trouble balancing school and spending time with your family, which I feel like are really important, you're going to have to learn how to say no sometimes to your friends, especially if you're really social and one of your main priorities is hanging out with friends. Yeah, you definitely just have to learn how to say no to certain things. And with all the things you have going on, like sports, friends, family, school, stuff like that, I think it's important to balance it all out, like spend approximately the same amount of time on each thing. I know school takes up a lot of the time, so do that, but then your sports, try to make that as like the same amount of time as hanging out with your friends, your family, stuff like that. So it's kind of balanced and you're not just all focused on one thing. Because I feel like if you're like all into sports and you're not spending time with your friends, and it's just going to get old, the sports. I think life has to be balanced and not full of like just one thing. You're already doing school all day, so to have another thing that's just like the same thing over and over, it's good to add different things in the mixes, and it's just really balance, I guess. Somebody asked me, how do you stay modest and still get boys to like you in middle school? P.S. I love you so much, and I love you too, Alex. I feel like you're thinking that you need to flaunt like yourself to get a boy to notice you, which a lot of the times is true, and that's kind of like the boy you wouldn't want to be with for your whole life, someone that's just focused on like your body. So I think a really good guy, and I've noticed that they're drawn to modest girls a lot of the time, and someone that they can really get to know their personality first and like their face besides like their whole body. So I think like you don't have to dress inappropriately for your standards to get a boy to like you, because I mean, like, boys will like you if you're modest, so, yeah. Just don't get confused that boys won't like you if you dress modestly, which is so not true. A really good guy is going to like a modest girl. A lot of guys want that for their whole life. I don't know why I decided to do this, because I'm terrible at advice. Like, this just shows how much I'm running out of video ideas. So leave a request down below, because advice is not my thing. How to surround yourself with positive people and keep an uplifting attitude. So there's always going to be negative people and influences around you. If you're in a situation where there's a lot of negative people around, there's obviously going to be some positive as well. So just draw yourself towards the positive and try to avoid the negative. I mean, you can have like small talk and like, hey, hi, what's up, and then go find like your positive friends, but someone that's just like draining, just try not to be around them. I know sometimes if they're like talking about all this gossip and drama, it's sometimes fun to listen to, but it's not right to do. It's just gonna lead you to trouble, stuff like that. So just go towards people that are positive, and I just think to stay positive, you need to surround yourself by positive people, because negative people drag you down so much. So you definitely just have to surround yourself with positive people. And there are some. There's a lot. How do you stay positive and motivated during hard times? And I just know that it will all pass, and it's just like, I try to live every day like it's the last, and like what I think is so weird and just boggles my mind is that today is like, I could be creating a memory that I think about in 10 years. Like, oh, remember March 5th, 2014? Like, it's just so weird that every day you're creating memories. So you just have to know, like, it's gonna pass, and you don't waste it. Like, this is a day of your life, and you should not take it for granted. And like, the negative things happening will pass. So just get through it. Something good will come out of it. I was asked how to have a better relationship with your sister or little cousin, and I think this is something I need to work on and all of us can work on. But I think what's important, and I'm still trying to figure out myself and do, is when you're hanging out with someone, do what they want to do, even if, especially if they're younger than you. Like, I necessarily don't really want to play with My Little Ponies, but like, to develop a good relationship with somebody, especially that's younger than you have to do what they want. You can't like expect that they're going to want to do the things that you want to do, and that's just kind of selfish, and we're all like selfish at heart. But just try to do what other people want to do, and I know naturally a lot of people are good at that, but that's something that I'm not really good at. So to have a better relationship with your siblings, just ask them questions about themselves, try to learn more about them, do what they want to do, and then they'll reciprocate that back to you. And you can just learn more about them, and they'll learn more about you. And then you can kind of like make a balance between what you guys both want to do together, and you'll learn about your similar interests and stuff like that. And then you can do things that you both really enjoy together by just learning about each other. And yeah, I guess it's how you develop a better relationship with your siblings. Okay, my endings are so bad. I've gotten 3 questions on what do you do if you don't want to be someone's friend but they want to be yours, and I think the nicest approach is to kind of slowly wean yourself from them. Like, don't be like all of a sudden like, don't talk to me, because that's just rude. Just slowly talk to other people more and just kind of let them get the picture kind of thing. I don't have that much experience with this, but I'd say just do it slowly. Don't do it all at once, because you don't want to be rude, you know. You still want to have like a good relationship and you can talk to them and stuff like that, but definitely take it slow and don't be rude about it. How to stay strong in your faith as a teenager, especially with all the temptations there are. For this question, I think it is very important to have godly friends that will uplift you. And I recently just, at my youth group, had a service, and the sermon was pretty much, the overall topic was, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So I think it's very important to have really good Christian friends that are like a step up from you. So my dad was saying, if you consider yourself like a 7 on the scale of like your relationship with God, have a friend that's at a 9. Like, don't have someone lower. I mean, you can mentor them and then be your kind of like acquaintances and friends at school, but not somebody that you hang out with all the time. So it's really important to have friends that believe the same things as you and are going to motivate you to not fall for your temptations and stuff like that. And when you have a Christian friend, it's really good to talk about God, have those deep conversations about God, like morals, just stuff going on in the world, your takes on them, the Christian point of view that you have on it, just stuff like that. It's really important to just have friends that believe the same things as you. I think that's really important, and it's really hard to find. I struggle with that a lot, but I have good friends that are like that now, so it's really exciting, and that's definitely something that you need to have, and friends definitely help. Or if you don't, talk to your parents. I talk to my parents all the time about like Christian theology and yeah, stuff like that. So that's definitely, you need people to talk to. So you need people to talk to, and most importantly, you need to pray and talk to God, because you can't do it without Him, honestly, because we're all human. So yeah, that is it for this. I didn't have that many questions, but I know I've been filming for a while, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you want more advice videos. I feel like I literally epically failed. But also leave me some requests down below, and if you like more videos like this and it's your first time seeing this, make sure to subscribe down below. And I'll also have my social medias like Instagram and Twitter linked down below, and they're at The Beauty Guru for you if you're wondering. So that is all, and I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!